Hey guys, today we're going to be reacting to a leak cameraman analysis on the leak. So if you guys haven't seen my video on the new leak, go check that out. So yeah, because it has the release date for the new episode. And, well, yeah. So we only have to wait like 4 more days until this episode comes out, unless it comes out early.
Elite cameraman here. After more than 2 weeks of waiting, we finally received the first leaks from episode 74, and
I'm glad he didn't make this into 2 parts though, because this is I think this is the first part we gotten, like the first part 1 with 6 minutes, because usually if an episode's 6 minutes, like it gets like 2 or 3 parts, but no, he decided to make it into 1. So I'm glad he made it into 1 part.
Sure these are not the last leaks, because in special episodes like these, Boom...
Yeah, these are definitely not the last leaks, because we still haven't gotten a leak with Titan TV or Speaker, and even though I'm pretty sure Titan Speaker is, like, dead in this leak, and that's why he's looking sad. Like, we could get a leak of him before that happens. I mean, it would probably spoil too much, but who knows.
Likes to show more than 1 or 2 leaks. Also, these new leaks were posted on Mr. Boom's Instagram and not the merch store. And as you guys know already, unless the leaks are posted on the merch store, there is usually more coming before the release. We also got some confirmation on how long the episode is going to be alongside.
I also saw this other leak on the merch store, and it's just a black screen with 74 in the bottom left, well, in the bottom right. So, yeah, and a lot of people think that that's Boom hinting at us even more that someone's gonna die.
When the episode will be released, this time we really do have a bunch of info on the next episode, since Boom also did 2 interviews. It really looks like this episode is going to be on a different scale with everything that'll be happening. But before we get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on anything about episode 74 until it comes out. Anyways, let's get started. The first thing we have to talk about before I show you the leaks is the description of the Instagram post Boom wrote. He said, episode 74, 6 minutes long, end of May, get ready. Which is crazy, because if this episode is 6 minutes long, it'd mean that it will be the longest 1-part episode we'll be watching.
Exactly what I said.
Usually episodes have been 3 to 4 minutes with 2 parts lately, making it longer than 6 minutes in the full episode with secret scenes and all that. But this time Boom took his time and decided to completely finish this episode. We still have no idea what exactly will happen to make this episode one of the most important episodes ever in the series. But the way Boom is hyping this episode makes me feel like it might be more important.
I mean, let me just say this. This isn't a theory I made up. I've been hearing this theory a lot ever since, like, that interview with Boom saying he knows which episode we're going to see the speaker bass in. And you guys probably already heard this theory, but I'm going to say it anyways. So there's a theory that Titan Speaker is either going to get really damaged on the verge of death, or he is going to die. And then we're going to get sent to the speaker base, and then we're going to see him getting repaired a little bit, or no, we might not see him get repaired, but we might see the speakers, like, take him in to get repaired, like, put his body on a scale or something and take him somewhere. So, yeah.
Compared to episode 70, or on a similar level. And there is all.
I don't think there's really that much to see in the speaker base. I think the speaker base is just like a bunch of speakers around, and not the speaker men, like just a bunch of speaker objects around and all of that, but who knows.
So the fact that the episode will come out at the end of May, honestly, this could mean one of 2 things. We don't exactly know what Boom means when he says end of May. This could be interpreted as the literal.
I assume he means the 31st. But who knows, like, it could come out sooner. What, honey?
End of May, which is this Friday the 31st, or the overall end of May, which could also be Wednesday or Thursday. But I think it's more so that he means the 31st, since it's a Friday and a good day to upload a video. And since this is such a monumental episode, he might want to optimize the time he uploads this time. Also, if we can get 30,000 likes in the first 24 hours on this video, I'll ask Boom the exact upload date and tell you guys in my next video. Anyways, I think it's time we move on to the actual leaks. The first image from the leak post is Mr. Jimmy looking down, probably rethinking and regretting his life choices after everything that happened. It really does look like he is tired or hurt. It's probably not just physical, but mental as well, because he just learned that his best friend, the scientist Toilet, died a couple moments ago.
Well, he already knew he was dead, because he literally said for a scientist in part 2 of the last episode, so... Yeah, I mean, he probably thinks that this was the real scientist, and he killed him, and he regrets doing that, or he knows how the scientist died. Or he knows the scientist died before this.
We've known this for months now, but in his eyes only a couple minutes have passed since that moment. And with all the fighting going on...
Yeah, in the series, it's only been like... I would say in the series, it's been like almost 2 hours since that happened in the series timeline. Or an hour.
Probably didn't have any time to digest all that information. But there is something important at the bottom of this image. Boom wrote, "Secret kept hidden." What could this mean? This time I feel like...
And there could be a secret. Since G-Man is in that leak, there's definitely a secret about him. And I've been seeing theories about G-Man used to be an Astro Toilet. I don't think he was ever an Astro Toilet, because why would he go from an Astro Toilet to this? Like, it makes no sense. So...
Boom is not trying to fool us with the words, and G-Man might truly have a secret that he has kept hidden all this time, and it might be a very big secret. Maybe it's the real reason why the toilets are invading everyone and everywhere. Or maybe it's something more low-key. As you guys know, in episode 73, part 2, G-Man Toilet told Titan TV Man, "You need me." But Titan TV Man's response was, "Only your head," as if he doesn't need him and he just wants to cut his head off. But what if the Titans actually need G-Man Toilet? What if the secrets he is keeping hidden are important to the Alliance and the future of this war?
I mean, even if that were the case, Titan TV or Speaker wouldn't give him the chance to explain or anything like that, because obviously they wouldn't trust them. I think the only one who would want to listen to G-Man and get the information out of him is Titan Camera, because, like, he may think G-Man has a point in all of that, and that they need the information and all that, but Titan TV and Speaker are not gonna have it.
What if the Astro Toilets are a lot more stronger than we think, and G-Man knows the secrets on how to defeat them? Because if you guys didn't know, I asked Boom about if Astro...
I doubt he knows how to defeat them, but he definitely knows something about them.
Juggernaut was the strongest
Because
Astro.
if he knew how to defeat them, he probably would have done it by now.
But Blood literally responded to me with a skull emoji, probably to ridicule the idea of Astro Juggernaut being the strongest, which means he is not even close to being the strongest.
I mean, by the time we see the strongest Astro, like, the series is gonna be, like, on like, the last few episodes, I feel like.
I do think that the Alliance is kind of screwed against the Astro Toilets, and even though I don't know when, they'll soon lose their upper hand against everyone, and their winning streak will be cut off. Episode 74 is probably the start of all this because of how much Boom is hyping it up, and I think this...
I mean, if Titan Speaker, well, he most likely is gonna die, but if he actually does, at least he'll have the chance to finally get upgraded by his own race, and possibly actually become a stronger Titan than Titan TV or Camera, or on the same level of them.
Secret message in the second leak also supports this idea. But before we get to the second leak, we also need to talk about two more important things. The first one is the fact that this image is incredibly zoomed into G-Man Toilet. Normally, Boom shows leaks that are not this close up, unless he is trying to hide something or just uses a different perspective, which reveals less. But the fact that Boom zoomed in this much while posting the...
I don't think he's trying to hide anything. I could be wrong, but I really don't think so. I think it's just from a different perspective, because that's like mostly how the leaks have been recently.
Leak might mean that G-Man might have gotten some upgrades. When I say this, everyone...
There's no way he got upgrades that fast. Like, it hasn't even been that long. Like, you're telling me he had time to get, like, even some small upgrades in a few seconds? No. Or minutes? No.
Will most likely start thinking of a Titan body because in the interviews last...
Yeah, it's definitely not a Titan body. If he did somehow get any upgrades, then it's most likely going to be tiny upgrades, like maybe some more lasers, like some more protection over his head or something like that, but not a Titan body. There's no way.
Boom did mention that a new Titan will appearing at some point, and that it's someone that we already know. When he said this, the first thing that came to everyone's minds was the fact that G-Man...
The only way for him to get a Titan body or something like that is if the toilets, like, did it how the Alliance did it with Titan camera and speaker, where they sent them in many upgrades and flew G-Man in a whole robotic body and it was attaching to his toilet. That would have been cool. But Titan TV would most likely lose that battle because I don't think he would be able to handle G-Man, especially with a robot body. So, yeah.
Could turn into the first toilet Titan. And the ending of episode 73 part 2 kind of proved this with his new magnet body, which can build new parts up on his body by merging with the new parts that were inside the containers. And it's likely that the scientist last project might be making the G-Man Titan. This also would explain all the clones that were made by Scientist Toilet, which were most likely to test out different weapon combinations and how well they do in battle.
I mean, to be honest, if the scientist's last project was to make a Titan robotic body for G-Man, why didn't they just keep upgrading him to make that body for him? Like, why did they send him back into battle with the upgrades he had? Like, did they not think there was enough time to do that since the Alliance was invading the base, or what? Like, why didn't you just keep upgrading him and have anything?
I'm not sure if that's the case here, but it's a possibility that we might see a G-Man Titan body in episode...
If we see a G-Man Titan body, like a robotic body, it's most likely going to be in, like, episode 90-something. If he's still alive by then, because if he's getting a robotic body, then obviously he'll live long enough to have a robotic body and all that.
Episode 74. The second thing before the next leak is the question I asked Boom in my interview. If you haven't seen my interview video with Boom, I asked him about the green energy balls G-Man Toilet used in episode 73 and if they were related to the secret agent. And his response was the smirk emoji, which I think clearly means it was. I don't know how it was related,
well,
but there are
obvious that it was. It's literally green, the same energy he uses.
Only two options. They either stole the technology or secret agent willingly gave them this.
I mean, if they stole the technology, I don't know how they would steal his technology. I mean, obviously, like, we know that they know of his existence, but I don't think they would have any time to steal his technology.
And I think the first option is impossible, and the secret...
Well, he doesn't really have any technology, it's just powers he has. So, yeah. And I doubt Boom would give him some of his energy. So, and it's like, maybe he did, I don't know.
Agent probably gave it to them. Maybe he also knows that the Alliance needs G-Man Toilet alive in the long run. This all could be the part of Secret Agent's plan, and he really might be planning everything. He already knew...
I mean, if Boom in the series is trying to keep G-Man alive because he's like, the Alliance needs him and all of that, like, you guys need him and all of that, then...
about the Astro toilets, but his speech to Plunger Cameraman, it didn't seem like he personally was scared of them. Instead knew that it'd be a big threat against the Alliance and not him personally. We really do need more info on the secret agent. This is future elite cameraman talking. Right after finished writing this script, Something new just dropped on the merch store, and I had to tell you before I continue on to the second leak since it's something very small. They posted a black screen image on the merch store
The same leak I was talking about.
without any descriptions or titles, and if you open up the image and look at the right bottom side, it just says 74. The fact that this is a black screen makes me worried for the Titans, especially after what I'm about to tell you.
I mean, Titan Speaker's definitely gonna be the one to die. Or who knows, maybe both, maybe both of them will die in one episode. But I doubt Boom would do that. I don't think he would kill off 2 Titans in one episode.
This might be for G-Man Toilet as well, but I really don't think G-Man is dying anytime soon. Boom literally put a sound called Dead Can Dance Anywhere. The full title is Anywhere Out of the World, and it's by Dead Can Dance. But I think Boom both used this because of the music itself and how the title looks on his story may be foreshadowing or trying to make us think someone's gonna die.
I mean, by the time, Titan Speaker is definitely gonna get upgraded, but by the time he returns, the Toilets might be so close to winning the war that it wouldn't even matter if he came back or not. But who knows? Maybe Titan Speaker with his upgrades would be able to get the Alliance back on the advantage and all that and start winning again. But who knows?
And the black screen that was posted on the merch store also helps this theory. But now if we move on to the second leak that we received in this Instagram post, it's of Titan Cameraman looking down kind of in a sad position, just like the G-Man Toilet leak. But honestly, Titan Cameraman...
Yeah, it kind of looks like he's holding someone though. Well, I don't know if his arms are up holding someone. It kind of looks like that though.
Looks a little better than I remember in episode 73. He is not burning anymore.
I wonder how Titan TV would react to Titan Speaker's death, because he might still have he doesn't really seem to have beef against Titan Speaker, because he knows that when they met, Titan Speaker was infected and there was nothing he can do, so he doesn't have any grudges against him. So yeah, but I can imagine Titan TV witnessing Titan Speaker die, and then make a loud noise and charge towards G-Man, slicing towards him nonstop. So yeah, I think that's how Titan TV would react, or not. That's probably how Titan Camera would react. Or not, or both of them, I don't know.
Like he did in episode 73. I don't know if they got emergency repairs on their way to G-Man Toilet, but it's likely that he still has only one leg. I don't know how he's gonna fight while role-playing as a grandpa with his walking stick, but I guess Bro would do anything for Plunger at this point. He is so mad.
I mean, I don't think he's only doing this for Plunger. I think Titan Camera's mindset is I can't let my race down, because I already let them down once by leaving to get upgraded and all of that. I can't let them down, because he was still fighting even before Plunger died again. So yeah, I think he's just planning on fighting until the end, and he's doing it for his race and all that. And he's doing it for the Alliance, he keeps pushing no matter how much damage he takes.
And just like the first leak, there is also a secret message in this leak which says, "We'll change everything." What does Boom mean by this? I think here he is mostly talking about the episode as a whole, but if that's the case, the first message might be misleading too, since that secret message might be referring to what might happen in the episode and not G-Man himself. But if the "will change everything" text is referring to Titan Cameraman, I'm afraid we might witness some horrifying scenes. I've seen some people guessing that Titan Cameraman might die in episode 74 because of this secret text, and honestly, if he is going to fight with his current situation with a leg lost, he really might die or get really close to dying, which could put him into recovery for at least a dozen of episodes.
I mean, at this point, if he takes any more damage, he's probably going to be unrepairable. I mean, Titan Speaker is almost unrepairable. Look at him. So when Titan Speaker dies, he's probably going to be almost unrepairable. but we already know he's gonna get upgraded and all that. So
The fact that Boom is hyping this episode since episode 71 or 72 means that there is bound to be a big twist happening in episode 74, or a really monumental event, which could be Titan Cameraman's death unless it's a new big reveal. I still don't think that G-Man Toilet will die.
I mean, even though we know that Titan Speaker is most likely gonna die in this episode, at least we'll be getting Simp back, even if he's a villain.
I really might be wrong about this, but Bro hasn't died until now, and ever since the beginning, he is still the main boss. The Astro Toilets might look like they are taking over, but I still truly believe that G-Man Toilet will be there in the last couple episodes of Skibidi Toilet, and he'll be so strong at that point where he...
I mean, probably not. I don't think he'll make it that far into the series. Like, he can't make it that far, come on now. I mean, he may have survived, like, 74 episodes, but it's only because, like, half of his appearances was his clones while he was being upgraded. So the only reason why he's still alive is because most of his time during the war, he was being upgraded. So, yeah, if it wasn't for that, he would most likely be dead by now. Or not.
Truly is the main villain. With all the info we got so far, which isn't even a lot, this episode looks like it's going to be crazy. I don't know how it's going to play out, since it looks like we'll be seeing multiple POVs, since we know we'll see Simp Cameraman as well. And I don't know how we'd see him.
I don't think we're going to be seeing multiple POVs. Like, unless the end of the episode, like, cuts to another POV from another cameraman watching the POV we were just in through a tablet or TV.
If the episode was just the Titans fighting, we know that camera woman just met some humans and that hasn't been dealt with, so there is 100% a lot going on in this next episode, and it being 6...
Yeah, I feel like at the end of 74, like, we're gonna see, like, from, like, whoever is gonna be POV and all of that get the alert that they found human life and all of that on their tablets. And even at the camera base.
Minutes is really understandable. Hopefully we get the best episode ever. Make sure to like and...
So yeah, anyways, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And like the video if you guys are hyped for the new episode. Anyways, that's all. Bye.